Zambia says the reports of human rights and economic challenges there are false. This comes after opposition leader Hakainde Ichelema visited South Africa. He shared concerns about the situation in his country. Our foreign editor Sophie Mokoena spoke to Zambia's Information Minister Dora Siliya, who is in South Africa on a range of issues.
Zambia, a country at the forefront of the formation of the frontline states. It paid a heavy price for supporting liberation movements in the southern region. For oppressed nations, it was a beacon of hope. But now, the government of Edgar Lungu has come under fire for alleged human rights violations and suppression of political freedom. Zambia's Information Minister is in the country on a charm offensive.
When MMD was wresting power from UNIP, they probably raised these same issues. The PF from MMD, they raised these same issues. I think that Zambians have demonstrated that in spite of all the issues surrounding their politics, they are able to make a decision when they want to make a decision. All they want is a message that resonates with them. And I think that this is what this current government has provided with the people, and the opposition are yet to do that. I think instead of crying baby, they need to go back to the people and say, what is it we are not saying right?
There are also reports of suppression of media freedom.
We have said to the media world that because of the citizens' right to know and you play the gatekeepers, it is important that you practice yourselves setting standards that will be able to serve the citizens better. We have consistently said to the media fraternity, we don't want to regulate you. We want you to have self-regulation. Come up with a media council where you can set your own professional standards like lawyers do, like doctors do. Now, I don't know how many governments are not eager to regulate the media, while in Zambia we are saying, look, the media, it is in your best interest to regulate yourselves, to be supported by law, to set your standards, professional standards.
The country has had economic challenges. Lusaka, however, dismissed the reports that the country is heading towards losing its assets.
There's been a lot of speculation about Zambia's debt, and yet if you look at the actual information, Zambia has never faltered before on its debt obligations, and our debt is just below 60%, which is within the internationally acceptable standards for a country like Zambia to borrow. So we were quite perturbed by a smear campaign that seems to have been extremely calculated to disparage Zambia in the eyes of the international community, particularly in relation to China.
Zambia goes to elections in 3 years' time, but the prospect of the incumbent contesting elections has also raised eyebrows.
Our constitutional court ruled very clearly a term cannot be less than 3 years, and because our president served only 1 year the first time he was elected in a by-election, it means that he qualifies to stand in 2021.
While government feels all is well in that country, the opposition says it will continue to highlight challenges facing it. Sophie Mokoena, SABC News, Johannesburg.